Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the University of Illinois at Chicago Fall Commencement Ceremony. I am Catherine Vincent, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs in the College of Nursing and the faculty member from the UIC Senate, and I am honored to serve as Commencement Marshal of the day as we honor graduates from summer and fall 2020. Today's music is provided by the UIC Wind Ensemble under the direction of Nicholas Carlson. We begin our ceremony with a welcome from the President of the University of Illinois, Tim Killeen. When he took office in 2015, President Killeen brought more than 3 decades of experience as a teacher, researcher, and administrator in public higher education and in top leadership positions with national scientific research agencies. President Killeen is committed to continuing the University of Illinois system's rise as a global leader through academic programs that transform students' lives and pioneering innovation that drives progress and economic growth. Following the President, Chancellor Michael Amaritas will offer congratulations on behalf of the University of Illinois at Chicago. Michael Amaritas is the Chancellor of the University of Illinois Chicago, UIC. With over 33,000 students, 14,000 employees, and a budget of $3.5 billion, UIC is the largest university and the only public research university in Chicago. Under Chancellor Amaritas' leadership, UIC has experienced record enrollments for 6 consecutive years, has reached a new record of research awards, and is recognized as one of the most diverse university communities in the United States. A chemical engineer, he is a member of the board of the Chicago Council of Global Affairs and the national governing boards for the Hispanic Association of Colleges and Universities and the Coalition of Urban Serving Universities.
Thank you, Dr. Vincent. It is my honor and distinct privilege to congratulate the class of 2020. I'm so sorry that we can't be together to celebrate and that today's once-in-a-lifetime moment is yet another sacrifice that all of you have been forced to make to the COVID-19 pandemic. But on behalf of our leadership, faculty, and staff, and nearly 800,000 alumni across the University of Illinois system, I hope you know just how proud I am of everything you have done over the last few turbulent months. Each of you has shown extraordinary character and incredible focus during a crisis unlike any our world has seen in more than a century, a crisis that turned your lives upside down. You have been resilient and didn't miss a beat when COVID shifted classes online last spring, almost overnight, or when you returned this fall for a first-of-its-kind mix of face-to-face and virtual classes. You have been understanding and selfless, giving up so many of the outside-the-classroom activities that are as central to college as your education, from sports and concerts to student organizations and parties with your friends. Despite these deep, jarring bumps in the road, you never lost sight of your goals or veered off the path that brought you here today. Through it all, you have become role models, setting an example that earned national praise as in-person learning continued at UIC this fall while many of its peers struggled with challenges or shifted back online. You have helped your graduating class carve a special place that will live forever in the long, rich history of both UIC and our state's flagship university system. The qualities that carried you through the COVID crisis will also take you far in your new life journey that begins tomorrow. And you are primed to flourish thanks to the talents and civic-minded spirit you nurtured on a fast-growing campus that is rocketing up the ratings of our nation's best, most impactful universities. But first, take some time to reflect on everything you've accomplished here, the lifelong goals you reached, and the friendships you have made that have shaped you and opened the door to your dreams. There are a small handful of milestone days in life that you will never forget. From my own experience and from the beaming faces I have watched at more than 30 years of commencements, I can tell you that your graduation is one of them. So I hope you savor every minute of it. And I hope you take time during today's celebration maybe even more than once, to thank the parents, family, and friends who have supported you along the way. Their contributions to your success are immeasurable, and they should share the pride and the credit on this special day. Para cada uno de nuestros graduados de Latinx, estamos orgullosos de ti y orgullosos que hayas elegido UIC. Tú has enriquecido la cultura de una de las universidades más diversas de nuestra nación, una cultura que ayuda a preparar a todos y cada uno de los estudiantes para prosperar en el mundo cada vez más diverso que os espera. My congratulations again to the class of 2020. I hope the lessons you carry away from UIC exceed the high expectations that brought you here and guide you to the future you imagined. Enjoy your day and come back often.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I know that this is not what anyone expected your graduation to look like, yet here we are. But I do hope to see you and your families together when the conditions allow us to have an in-person celebration for the class of 2020. I would like to start by thanking your professors, your mentors, and all the individuals and family members that helped you reach this day. Please take a moment today to reach out to them and thank them for their support. And don't forget to also contact your UIC friends and classmates and congratulate them as well. I also want to welcome our golden graduates from the class of 1970. While we would have been honored to host you in person, we're still delighted to recognize your bond to your alma mater. The class of 1970 is no stranger to world-changing events. To consider the changes over the past 50 years is to consider a completely new world. When I joined the University of Illinois at Chicago in 2015, UIC established its first university-wide fall commencement ceremonies. These were for students who had met their academic requirements during the summer and fall of that year. Since that time, I have had the privilege of seeing students from all of our colleges and our disciplines come together under one roof, and I have shared the joy with each class of graduating students, their families, and friends. Commencement, after all, is the high point of the year for the university community as we celebrate your accomplishments and share your pride. Today, we live in a world that has been dramatically affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. But the emotions you feel are not different from those of previous graduates. You have succeeded and you have reached the same goals as your predecessors. You have earned your degrees and all the benefits and opportunities that come with the successful completion of your studies. And whether we celebrate in person or remotely does not change the pride in having completed your goals. So I want to urge you to clap and dance around wherever you're watching this, because you deserve to feel the celebration. You have worked hard, you have fulfilled your commitment you made to yourself when you began this journey, and you have reached this day having faced many academic and personal challenges. Of course, no one could imagine last January the additional challenges we faced during your last year in college. There have been other times in history when the order of the world has been confronted and altered by events that defy the norms of the day. And history teaches us that pandemics and waves of social unrest and protest, as the ones we have experienced this year, have the potential to change the route of history itself. It is how we adapt, how we act, and what we learn during these times that determines what is written in the history books. Over the last decades, through scientific advances, diseases have been eradicated, we have experienced better health, longer lifespans, increased food production, the opening up of societies, and a world that is rapidly becoming one global community. At the same time, we have seen the degradation of the environment and climate change brought by human activity, and we have witnessed the vast inequalities that exist between and within countries that have left too many people behind. The conditions we are seeing unfold today around the world as the pandemic ignores borders, reaching every region, every country, every city and corner of the earth, have provided unique lessons for all of us to see and hopefully learn from. The international scientific community launched into unprecedented action to develop vaccines and therapeutics, and we are beginning to read and learn about the successful results of these efforts in record time. And the bold street demonstrations against racism and inequality have brought this critical conversation to the forefront of our national discourse. Through all of this, I could not be more proud of you. You adapted to the situation and kept on going. You pushed forward, even as the world around you changed. You have succeeded during a time of unprecedented world events, and today we recognize the culmination of your efforts by conferring your degrees. As graduates, each one of you will now pick up the mantle of responsibility in the middle of one of the most singular defining moments in human history. Your actions will be part of that history. Your education at UIC has provided you with the tools to carry that mantle. You have been encouraged to think critically and to ask questions, and you have the power to make a difference. You have the ability to make informed choices based on science and evidence. You have the knowledge to make decisions that will impact individuals, communities, cities, countries, and the world at large. Beyond the discipline to which you applied yourselves over the course of your studies at UIC, there are lessons that will be unique to the class of 2020. How you apply these lessons will define your place in the future. But for today, I hope that whoever you have by your side will clap loudly, will holler and lift you up, and carry you around your home like a champion. And if you take photos of your celebration, share them with your friends, your fellow students, and don't forget your professors and me as well. We all want to share this moment with you. You are now alumni of UIC, and you have joined a large, diverse, world-changing community of leaders and activists. I'm deeply proud of all of you. You have my best wishes and confidence that you will go far. Congratulations once again, class of 2020. I would now like to welcome Dr. Susan Poser, Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, and Dr. Robert Beris, Vice Chancellor for Health Affairs, to present the candidates for degrees.
President Killeen, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates from the Colleges of Architecture, Design, and the Arts, Business Administration, Education, Engineering, Liberal Arts and Sciences, and Urban Planning and Public Affairs, for the corresponding bachelor's degrees for which they stand.
President Killeen, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates from the College of Applied Health Sciences, College of Nursing, and School of Public Health for the corresponding bachelor's degrees for which they stand.
Upon these recommendations, and by authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degrees for which you have been presented and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of those degrees. Congratulations.
I'm Ralph Keene, Dean of the UIC Honors College. Each semester, UIC recognizes graduates who have distinguished themselves in various ways during their academic careers. In normal circumstances, you would be able to recognize graduates of the Honors College by the gold stoles they wear. Our summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude graduates would be designated by their gold, silver, and bronze cords, respectively. They will still receive these adornments, but today you will see their honors denoted on their graduate slides. I would also like to take a moment to offer my congratulations to the many students who have been recognized for college honors, departmental distinction, and student leadership. Congratulations to all of these outstanding graduates.
It is my honor to be among the first to congratulate you for this tremendous accomplishment and welcome you to the ranks of our UIC Alumni Association, which is 309,000 members strong. The knowledge you gained, skills you mastered, and growth you experienced here will propel you for decades. So should the relationships you've built with faculty members, administrators, communities you served, and certainly one another. As each of you go out and contribute to making the world a better place, know that the UIC Alumni Association will be right there with you to ensure you have the full support of your alma mater and our strong community of generous UIC alumni every step of the way. Your success is critically important to the generations of learners, innovators, and discoverers following in your footsteps who look to you as beacons of what's possible. At the same time, UIC looks to you and your fellow alumni as integral to our success. You have the power to support ambitious students, empower faculty, drive discovery, and build connections to communities. UIC is defining the future of education, and your partnership and advocacy is important. Our caliber of excellence, unwavering commitment to access, and our diversity, which truly reflects the world outside our doors, is showing how education should work for the world. You are and remain a part of it. We will be watching you as you bust down doors and clear hurdles to build the world you envision for yourself. I hope you'll keep an eye on UIC too. Keep your information updated, follow us on social, read the news and stories we share. You and UIC have great things in store, and I hope we can amplify each other's success for decades to come. Congratulations.
This concludes the UIC Fall 2020 undergraduate ceremony. Please enjoy an additional performance from the UIC Wind Ensemble, a tribute to our class of 1970 Golden graduates, experiences of fellow UIC graduates, and congratulations from our faculty. Please share your graduation slide with friends and loved ones so they may share in the pride of your accomplishments. Stay healthy, stay safe, and we hope to see you again in the near future. Congratulations to all of our new bachelor's graduates.